Yo, what's up? Welcome back to Alpha Central. I'm your host, Jack, and today we're taking a look at when normal people are sick of spoiled protesters. But let's jump right in, right after you subscribe, of course. Disclaimer, this video was made for strictly comedic/artistic purposes. No offense is intended towards any individual featured in this video.
I love you. You get to give my thank you. Okay. I want you to live a long, prosperous life. And I hope you die. I know that you're a good person. I'm not.
Wait, aren't they supposed to be preaching about love for all? That doesn't sound like love to me.
Wait, so you are the vegan lady?
Did I not just tell you that eating animals is wrong?
Wait, so what is this turkey in your cart then?
Give me that.
So you're out here giving a sermon on veganism while literally shopping for the very thing you're condemning. Brilliant move, genius.
Do you have a message to straight white conservative men?
They can go themselves, actually.
Can I hear your best liberal scream?
It's from my gut, yeah.
Come on. Okay.
Geesh, I don't need a horror movie when I've got that scream echoing in my ears.
This man, get off the highway. This is a state route. Everybody will be arrested, if not. 30 seconds. Send your leader to my vehicle. Let's talk. Get off the road. I'm gonna take all of you out. You better move. You're gonna go back.
And this is how you deal with the menace that comes with protesters like these.
As the granddaughter of immigrants, I think that we get into a lot of complicated disputes with the idea that immigrants are criminals, are drug dealers, and things like that. So I just want to hear what your opinion is on those expectations.
So look, we just have to be very clear with this, is that if you come into the country uninvited, you have committed a crime and you are a criminal. And we could decide that we're not going to enforce our laws, or we can say that when you are a criminal, you should then be punished for that crime, aka sent back to your country of origin, because you were not invited. And it is an insult, again, to the Poles and to the Czechoslovakians and from the Senegalese and people all across the world that don't have the proximity or the luxury just to waltz into America. What is a criminal?
What is a criminal?
No, what is it? Would you agree with the definition that a criminal is someone who breaks the law?
Here's where I'm thinking.
It's a very ABC sequence. If they're not criminals, then tell me what a criminal is. And a criminal is obviously someone who breaks the law. Someone who comes across the southern border broke federal law, therefore they are a criminal.
If you break into a house, you're a trespasser. If you break into a country, suddenly it's complicated. Nah, it's the same crime, just bigger walls. Ah yes, nothing screams, I'm making a difference like vandalizing an old piece of history.
Shut up and get your burger. All right. You didn't wash. All right. You good.
Blocking me from food when my stomach's growling, I'm turning this peaceful protest into an impromptu WWE match.
So, ab hinter die Leitplanke, ansonsten gibt's was. Schaut, dass du hinter die Leitplanke kommst. Da lieber, das ist eine Polizeianweisung. Ab hinter die...
Natural selection used to handle this kind of thinking. Now we just call it activism.
Just Stop Oil has struck again at an esports tournament. So it all started at a Tekken tournament, which is kind of like Street Fighter, and these Just Stop Oil protesters come and rub orange paint all over the players' monitors, and then she comes in with a little squirt gun and starts spraying the screen. These protests baffle me. I mean, anyone that sees these just hate them. And I feel like when you're protesting, you want to almost gain sympathy for your cause, but every single protest I've seen for Just Stop Oil is ridiculous. I agree that we need to use less oil, but do I stand with these people? I don't even want to be associated with these people. And why at an esports tournament? That has nothing to do with oil. That's my opinion. What do y'all think?
If the goal was to make people despise you and care less about their cause, yeah, then mission accomplished. People are still gonna eat what they want, but now they might just grab a 2-for-1 deal just to spite you.
Standing here now, a biological male wearing a dress with a pair of leggings, do you sincerely believe that I should be subject to punitive justice on the basis of what I'm wearing?
I would encourage you to behave as a man, is what I would do, because you are a man, and I don't know how exactly you came to the point where you think you're a woman or very much would like to be a woman, but you aren't. And I don't think anyone who is affirming your delusion is helping. I think they're lying to you, and I think it's very disrespectful, and I think it will not lead to your flourishing. I think it will only immiserate you. You might hate me for telling you the truth, but I think the truth will set you free. Furthermore, your masquerading as a woman does infringe on the legitimate rights of other people, the rights of women to have their own bathrooms, the rights of women to have their own sports leagues. That is not something that you have a right to do, no matter how sincerely you believe the fantasy that you're a woman.
It's really not that complicated, but somehow we're here arguing about basic facts. Born male, man. Born female, woman. Pretty simple.
Real quick, I'm going to say this over here. It's going to go, it's going to show me a dolphin fetus or a dog fetus, and it's going to ask me.
Oh, I have a perfect thing for you.
Like, that is derived.
All right. Which one is a human embryo?
One of them's like a dog or a dolphin fetus.
Yeah, but which one?
Yeah.
Which one's human?
This is human right here.
If he at 6 weeks.
So here's the deal. But it's a great thing you showed me, because so what's the difference between a human fetus and a pig fetus, right? One's a human.
Almost nothing until about 3 to 4
months
in. Until past the first trimester.
Just biologically. Biologically.
Embryos are not different from each other. Due to
They're not different?
Due to evolution over the course of history, over millions of years.
Ontogeny recapitulates phylogeny. They actually debunked that about 80 years ago.
No. He got humbled so fast, even his brain needed a minute to reboot. Now he's just out here speaking absolute gibberish.
So what's your take?
Dogs should be allowed everywhere that babies are allowed.
100% disagree. Dogs belong outside.
No, dogs should be allowed inside. Everywhere that a baby goes, a dog should be allowed to go.
That sounds dangerous.
Restaurants, movie theaters, airplanes, hotels, all the things.
Movie theaters? You want to bring your pit bull to a film?
Pigeons saw Knives Out in theater with me.
Well, this is an exception. This is an exceptionally beautiful creature.
Wow.
I wouldn't even classify this as a dog. I would classify this as a creature.
When you go out to dinner and you hear babies screaming, crying, and throwing things on the ground, you should consider if a dog should be allowed there too, because also the dogs can clean up the mess that a baby leaves.
So can the people.
But should we put human lives ahead of dog lives?
You want to bring your dog to the grocery store?
Oh, I do. I actually do.
And is it walking on the ground like a dog, or is it sitting in the cart?
Usually I put him in the cart with like a coat underneath it.
You put him in the cart?
Yeah.
You bring a bed.
A coat or a scarf or something.
What about the doctor's office?
I have brought him to the doctor's office, and you know what? The doctor was pleasantly surprised.
What about, well, this is an exception. What if you had a golden retriever in the dentist's office?
Yeah.
That sounds to me like an occupational hazard, because those things are dumb and big.
Yeah, well, the log with dogs coming places when I'm mayor, it will have nuance to it.
So like dogs under a certain size can go to certain places.
We'll workshop it.
I mean, I think that this is awful.
I'm winning you over.
No.
I love my dog like family, but no, I'm not bringing him into a nursery or the hospital. Let's keep it real for once.
Animals deserve to live. Please stop ripping the skin off of animals. They deserve their fur. Stop electrocuting animals. Louis Vuitton. Stop animals from going insane by keeping them trapped in wire cages for their entire lives.
You really think people are gonna stop wearing fur because you showed up and yelled at them?
Take your shoes off then, because that's not calm, right?
Yeah, that's real effective. I'm sure the cows are watching and thinking, yep, that'll change everything.
There is blood on your hands. Australians celebrate this dark day in our history with the abhorrent Australian tradition of devouring in the murdered flesh of animals. Sheep are just as intelligent, playful, and loving as our beloved dogs and cats. And not only that, our native animals are suffering immensely at the expense of our own taste buds. We are literally eating our country alive. I'm not here to antagonize anybody. I just want you guys to know the truth. If they were selling dog flesh, you'd be here on my side.
If her protest had as much flavor as my cheeseburger, maybe I'd consider listening. But, oh well.
We could set the way for the whole planet by committing to stopping oil.
The problem I have is this idea that the one group of people have decided that they are the ones to save the world. Like, how dare you question us because we know what's right. I'm going to glue my hand to some tarmac and then I'm going to be a martyr and I'm going to be a good person while the rest of us can't get on with our day. I'm more than twice her age. You know, I've got kids, I've got a job, I've got an elderly mother. I can't afford an electric car. I can't afford a heat pump. Most people can't afford that. The people that the campaigners should be focusing on is the government, but it's about ego. There's no doubt that we've had a winter without any protests, but as soon as the sun comes out, oh, it's eco-festival time, and it is a festival. Let's get on social media, let's sit down with a placard, let's advertise to my friends what a great person I am, while the rest, ordinary people who have to go to work, can't get to work.
What's your response? I just can't believe that that's what you're saying.
Protests are supposed to raise awareness, not everyone's blood pressure. Maybe try holding it somewhere that doesn't involve blocking people's basic needs. I'm getting a rose with my steak now? Damn, count me in.
What's happening? What are you trying to do? Are you trying to block me off? I'm just getting blocked off because I'm holding a microphone. Excuse me. Hello? Why did you decide to stand right in front of me? I'm just trying to understand why you're blocking my path. Are you protesting against me? I'm getting protested against. This is a blockade of myself. I just need to walk forward, please. Excuse me. I'm just trying to walk through. I'm just trying to get through here. I've got a barricade against me, my friend. I'm actually just trying to get through. Look at this. Sir, what's happening? Is this how you protest?
Filming, you can leave him alone.
I'm trying to move forward, my friend. Excuse me, I must get through this. Can you explain this behavior? Are you here to protest Palestine, or are you just trying to cause trouble? This is just another one of the rallies you normally attend, is this it? Tim, I'm getting grinded at a rally. This is unbelievable.
Blocking a guy from entering and filming while screaming about oppression is peak modern activism. Self-awareness, yeah, never heard of her.
You really like animals, miss? Yes, you do. Which ones are your favorite? Every animal? That's sweet. Every single animal. They all have life. You're right. 100% right about that. They don't all need to. I feel like you haven't experienced enough life or death situations with animals. You know what I mean? Do you think an animal cares about your life? You think a polar bear is going, you know what? She's probably got backgammon on Tuesday. Maybe I won't eat her. I'm just gonna sit here with this Coca-Cola and sip it with my nephews. But I understand, you like animals because, you know, you live in the first world and it's boring and we gotta care about it. I get it, I'm with you. Say again?
Do you see me? I'm technically from third world country, technically.
I almost thought you said, do you see me? I'm an animal. And I was... I was about to be like, whoa.
I'm willing to bet on the fact that she's not coming to any of these skits again after getting humbled this badly.
Climate activists have blocked Sydney Harbour Tunnel, screaming their protest. Hundreds of people descended to Sydney, disrupting peak hour traffic. "11 were arrested as a result of the protest."
I hope they have all the time in the world now to hold their protests from jail.
Hola, buenos días, ¿cómo está? Yo soy Ani, una actriz mexicana. Y bueno, pues el día de hoy vengo en protesta por la inseguridad que se vive en el transporte público en la ciudad de Puebla. Y bueno, también porque no nos dejan trabajar en los centros nocturnos. Así que bueno, en modo de protesta me voy a desnudar y bueno, pues a quien no le guste, tápese los ojitos, se puede voltear. Y bueno, pues quien quiera y le guste, compartan, saquen sus celulares para que puedan grabar.
Stripping down to protest for your cause? I mean, I think this is the one protest I don't mind them holding.
Excuse me? Excuse me? Have you got respect? I asked her to excuse me. We're not moving. I asked her to excuse me. And she said no, so now let go of the trolley, please. Sir, she said no, so you go around. I don't care. She don't control my passage anywhere, okay? She don't belong to me. She don't own me. Excuse me, I've asked you several times. What are you doing now? I've asked you several times. You're assaulting someone, sir. You're assaulting someone. I've asked you several times, please. I've asked you nicely. You've not been provoked. You've done. I can get it for you. No, I want to go down that way. Yes, and you can go around and get your several times nicely. She said no. She doesn't have the right to say no. I have a right to say no.
Excuse me. I want to get past here.
You can go around, madam.
No, I'm not going round. You move.
No.
Well, I'll just knock you out of the way with my trolley then.
You can do what you must do, madam, but we're here to make a protest and make a point, okay?
I'd be checking out your protest with a cart full of bad decisions if someone did that to me.
This is wild. Climate change activists broke into a German airport using wire cutters and cemented their hands to the runway using a combination of concrete and epoxy in order to take a stand against carbon emissions. And now it's looking like their hands are permanently stuck unless they get them amputated. Their protest caused 36 flights to be canceled and 10 flights to be redirected, but it's looking like they could have used their hands to make a far bigger impact on climate change by planting just 10 trees.
Pretty sure they could have protested in a way that didn't involve themselves losing a limb, but who are we expecting here to have common sense, really?
The feminist movement was fighting for equal opportunity for women in education and the workforce. The sexual revolution was fighting for all sorts of freedoms. We pretended that this sexual revolution was a freedom for women. It actually was not. It was actually kind of a but we pretended it was freedom for women. And over time, as the sexual revolution and the women's movement got identified closer and closer together, a lot of women began to buy into that illusion.
They're out here calling it freedom, but when you've got to play by a whole new set of rules to be liberated, it's just a different form of slavery.
Edgar, can I tell you what I think the centralized problem with humanity is?
Oh, I am all ears, baby.
men. What do you both have to say to misogynists who say women belong in the kitchen?
I say it's a new time.
I couldn't agree more. I think cooking is far too important of a task to entrust to women.
Oh, what? Them's fighting words, bro. Them's fighting words all ripped up.
If a man says he's a woman, can he go anywhere women are? Should we let men in everywhere?
Yes.
Is it what you're saying is that trans rights are rights?
So I'm very angry. I'm very upset.
Do you think things would improve if you just calmed down? I promise.
Promise.
To calm the hell down.
To calm the down.
So 6 out of 10 liberal women are on SSRIs. Are you on any?
That's a personal question.
Does mental illness cause liberalism, or is it the other way around?
I would pay a handsome amount just to get a subscription to watch these women getting humiliated the entire day. These protesters are lucky the truck driver stopped. 1 second later, and they'd be more road bump than activist.
One last time, move a bit.
You're not making a statement, you're just making sure everyone's late, and no one's got time for that nonsense. You guys have made it to the end of the video. Make sure to like and subscribe to prove you're an alpha. And remember, according to YouTube, the best way to help the channel in the algorithm is to watch another one of my videos right after this video. So if you like this video, you should watch another one. Till next time.